Torrential rains overnight have left the Corozal district flooded. From San Victor to Concepcion and from Libertad to Corozal town, there was water everywhere. This is what residents of Corozal town have been doing all day today, wading through water as much as waist high, trying to get to the safety of dry land. 14 hours of non-stop rain overnight and continuing today with the prospects of more to come have left many parts of not only Corozal town but the district itself inundated, and officials are moving quickly to try to alleviate the suffering of those affected by the flooding. Willard Levy is the District Emergency Management Coordinator for Corozal.
It has been creating a challenge to a lot of people in the low-lying areas. We are trying to make sure at this point, trying to secure people into safe areas, mainly their belongings. They don't really want to go to the shelter. We have 4 shelters open right now, but they don't really care to go to the shelters. What they want to do is to, relocate their belongings and put it to a safe area.
But there was hardly a dry place to be found in Corozal on this Thursday. Out in San Jose village, residents woke up to find their yards turned into lakes and parts of their homes into streams of water. That was a story in many other areas we visited this morning. When our news team arrived in Libertad village, we found the chairman, Oder Bautista, out assisting his community in getting their belongings to higher ground.
Early this morning, I was called by my neighbor around 6 o'clock that he says water was coming in his home, and when I came out, I saw that most of the front area around my home was also being flooded out.
Now, what is being done to assist the people?
Well, then myself and some other villagers, the director for the Belize Cane Farmers Association, is also my neighbor. We moved together with that vehicle from the cane farmers and started go around and see people that wanted to move to the shelter, because we were going to open the shelter. But basically people just asked to move their belongings to other relatives' home that are more higher, and they're still in their home trying to see how they can get out the water from inside.
And while the villages are being ravaged by floodwaters, Corozal town itself has not been spared from the effects of 14 hours of constant rain. The town's mayor, Gilberto Campos, told the Love News that he is doing all he can to alleviate the suffering of his people affected by this flooding.
It's pretty bad. We have areas like Chula Vista, which is right here where we are. It's the most affected. We have different areas in town, like the Port Sally area, the Olga Marine Drive, Hals Layout. We have different areas. These areas that are mostly affected are the ones that don't really have a drainage system, so to speak. The drainage system in Corozal town is working to maximum capacity. We have done the inspections from early this morning. From 5:30 we woke up and we're out on the street. And most importantly, we're trying to assist the citizens here in Chula Vista. We have worked with the coordinator, we opened the shelters, and we're trying to get out these people from here. We noticed that the weather is still raining. From this morning, it's constantly raining, and the way things are, it doesn't look like this water will be going down anytime now.
14 hours of rain plus the promise of more to come. Is this a looming disaster here in this town?
It's a major disaster. I don't want to make an assessment as such, no, but my interest right now is to assist as much people as we could. We have some people here that have been very generous, very kind, helping taking out the kids. We have water areas in Chula Vista that the water has gone up to 3.5 feet, which is very, very high.
And while NEMO has prepared assistance for people in flooded areas, many do not want to leave their homes and are opting to stay in their flooded homes.
Well, when I wake up this morning, like 7, we don't say water inside the house and all around it. So my things me don't wet already, so we just ice up the table and things where we could ice up and put it where we could to make enough get wet more, but everything don't wet already. So
now it's you and your children. I see a little boy.
I have 3 children. Yes, a young baby. So well, let's see what will happen now.
Now, will you move out into the hurricane shelter or will you stay here?
No, well, if the waters go down, well, I think I will stay. Because mostly, well, I don't think I want to move because I don't think I'm going nowhere, stay home.
And then there are those who have turned this disaster into a fun-time event. 16-year-old Christian Ardon spoke on behalf of his family.
About 3:30 this morning, we were sleeping when we felt the water getting inside. So we woke up and started to move things. The car by 5, the water was already all inside the house.
Now, how bad is the water inside your house?
Well, it's about this height, like 5 inches, 6 inches approximately. And right now we had to move everything. The car, even the sofa, beds and everything were starting to get wet. And well, that's pretty much.
But now I notice you all know the get fun, know the swim in this water.
Well, to the bad weather, good fish. So I enjoy the weather, and I'll just enjoy what God giving us.
How much are you in the house? How many are you?
Like 12, 13 of us.
Area Representative for Corozal Southwest, Ramiro Ramirez, strapped on his rubber boots today and came armed with heavy equipment to help rescue his constituents who are inundated.
First of all, on the first meeting that we had on the cabinet, in Belmopan, on the 12th, on the discipline budget, I mentioned that we need a drainage here in Libertad. Nothing up to now, right? You know, a week ago, we had this Ernesto. Now this is the problem, and we're having more problem, and we're trying to assist everybody here. But you know, we need finance. I hope this government could help. It's not Ramiro, it's the community, it's the people. PUPs, UDPs, any kind of peace we're suffering here.
From chickens seeking shelter up in the tree to families bailing out their waterlogged homes, the Corozal district is a flooded mess. And with more rain expected overnight, the situation is expected to become more desperate before things turn around. Reporting for Love News, I am Patrick Jones.